All right, want to get you caught up here on the latest for the severe weather potential here as we go over the next couple of hours. It will get pretty busy here over the next little bit. First of all, I want to go to Analyzer, and we've got a storm that I've got close eye on here, and there's actually a couple things I'm watching. I know a lot of people are starting to get anxious of what's going to happen as we go through the evening hours. Well, first up, the people that are going to be in line are going to be folks in the Connorsville, Laurel, Liberty area. You guys have got a pretty impressive storm here. I've been watching it carefully. Here's New Salem, Millery area. Sorry, I can't see that with the polygon. This I will say was a little more significant. You can see a little while ago there where we had that hook on that storm. I've been watching it. But I think what's happening, and if you watch on the radar, it's almost kind of like this line to the west of this storm it's kind of sucking it in. This is a stronger storm back here towards the Shelbyville, Indiana area. This is the second storm they've been, been hit with. So let me go over here to the other radar product because I just want to show you all of these storms. 60 mile an hour wind, quarter-sized hail potential. Also, 60 mile an hour wind, quarter-sized hail potential. And then there's one storm here that's back out towards Greenwood that has the potential to produce ping pong ball sized hail. So those storms, as it looks right now, will continue to push off towards the east and northeast. But it looks like to me the storm near Rushville weakening somewhat. Actually, the next few radar returns I've kind of watched here, it's starting to look now more a little organized here within the past couple of frames here. So what these storms do is they kind of weaken, they pulse back up, and it's just something you just have to continue to just keep an eye on. So you can see we got a mess up here up to the north, and we've actually got storms starting to fire up down further south, and those storms are going to be the ones that we're going to have to watch. This is the main line here up to our north right now, and that whole line will sag southeast, it looks like, here as we go over the next couple of hours. But what I want to do here is just kind of zoom in, and you'll see here when we're kind of looking at things, and I just want to put on here, let me see if I can pull this shear tracker, and you can see there's a couple of areas here that are a little bit stronger. And one thing you're looking behind the radar, these little lines, that's the indication of a probability that a tornado could form. And this is the area that I continue to watch with this moving off towards they're saying it's moving more off towards the east here in the past few minutes here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a quick track of this area right here where we're seeing that higher shear probability. That's moving to the east at about 30-ish mile per hour. So that'll put it towards Columbia by 8:09, Alpine 8:11, Everton by 8:21, Dunlapsville 8:31, Roseburg 8:36. So that's an area that I'm watching carefully. It's still, let me see if I can pull up the storm relative velocity so you can see here a little better. But this storm relative velocity shows that's area of spin is right in here, okay? So it's continued to show the potential for some rotation here over the past couple of, about 45 minutes or so. It's continued to show that potential for some rotation. So let me switch you back over here to the other radar product. And what I'm going to do, let me zoom in here, and I'm going to show you some tighter view, and let's see if we can switch over to the storm relative velocity view. And you can see right along State Road 3 here, here's Williamstown, Moscow, this Richland, New Salem. Right in here is going to be that area of spin. So if you're in this area, this is going to be the zone here over the next few minutes. And what I'll do is I'll put a track on this product, and this will move it off towards more of the east, northeast. Let's see if we can get a track on that. So here are some times for this line of storm, or this particular cell that I'm tracking, and you can see these are pretty rural areas, but you know, Orange 18 minutes, Alpine 28 minutes, Everton within 37 minutes. So nasty storm there. It's not tornado warned right now. It doesn't even have a potential for or doesn't have a tornado possible on it, but it's a nasty storm that I'm watching. Okay, so let's switch back over to Analyzer, and you'll see these are some nasty storms really starting to get going here over the past few minutes. And you can see this is a damaging wind threat here in parts of Shelby County. Still seeing that area of rotation there, okay? So could be some hail potential with that too. As this storm, you know, could be seeing maybe, yeah, so near Rushville, you can see maybe some quarter-sized hail potential showing up here, moving off towards the northeast. So Connorsville, be prepared. You'll go under a warning shortly, likely for some large hail potential coming out of this storm. And even there is still showing some signs of rotation. It might be more of a upper level or mid-level rotation showing up, because we are shooting a little bit further up into the storm. But I will put a new track on this moving off towards the east at about 33 mile per hour. This will show us where that hail potential is going to exist. And you can see that Bunker Hill by 807, Browns, there's the hail right there. Brownsville 828, you're in the path for that large hail potential here over the next little bit, okay? So let me see. I just want to check, make sure that that's right. Okay. So still not seeing anything really. There's the hail potential. Still seeing some hail potential down towards Shelbyville too. So watching the hail tracker, all right, watching that. Still watching the storm relative velocity, switch that back over. I still see a little bit of a spin there. South of Rushville, moving into Union and Fayette County, all right? So let's go back to Analyzer, look at it for just a minute, and you'll see there's that large hail. But let me switch back real quick. Let me switch back to this radar. You can see here's Highway 3. This is in Rush County. That's going to be the spot where you could be seeing the potential for tornado. That looks to be, over Milroy. Right over Milroy, Indiana. And you can see it's weak rotation, but it's there. Definitely got, inflow coming into this storm. So, yeah. So watching these storms as they are quickly developing. And that one towards Shelbyville, that one's a nasty looking storm too. Right here. Definitely a damaging wind threat coming out of that. But you got some three powerhouse storms here. Now two. Here we go. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning, and we'll go ahead and take that here in just a second. I'm going to hop off the screen as that new warning will come out now.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Franklin County, southern Wayne County, Union County, Indiana, Fayette County, Indiana, until 8:15 p.m. At 7:47 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Glenwood, moving east at 50 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, minor hail damage to vehicles is possible. Expect wind damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Richmond, Connersville, Centerville, Liberty, Glenwood, Salem, Waterloo, Blooming Grove, Columbia, Bunker Hill, Abington, Brownsville, Laurel, Milton, Spring Grove, Boston, Richmond Municipal Airport, Dunlapsville, Whitewater State Park, and Mound State Recreation Area. This includes I-70 in Indiana between mile markers 148 and 154.
All right, so new severe thunderstorm warning now including northern Franklin, Union, and Fayette counties goes until 8:15 for quarter-sized hail, and the potential here for 60-mile-per-hour winds, all right? And that rotation continues. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to figure out why that keeps doing that. Hopefully you should be good now. Okay, so several things I'm watching on the radar. I'm gonna keep this live up here. So as soon if the audio goes out, let me know. I'm gonna keep. I'm juggling a lot of things here, but I'm gonna keep this right here just in case. It looks like there is starting to be, there could be a funnel, okay? There could be a funnel on this storm now. Yep, it's a funnel cloud. So, okay, this is so close to becoming a tornado. Let me get over here. Hopefully, I can switch this back over, and we don't have any audio issues. Okay, there we go. Nope. Yep. All right. Good. Okay, so right in here near New Salem, just saw a funnel. Now it's kind of lifted a little bit. We've got storm spotters on this storm here, right near New Salem right now. So that is, and you know what? I think. No, I'm not going to show it, but okay, yep, there's a funnel. I see it. All right, so this is momentarily going to become tornado warned. Yep, there's a funnel cloud on that storm. That is definitely needs to go tornado warned. Okay, so if you're in the New Salem area, Alpine, Connorsville, you need to seek shelter, lowest level of your home. Okay, it is almost to the ground. Okay, we've got a tornado almost on the ground now. All right, and I think what I can do here is I think I can show you that tornado live here. Hold on just a second. All right, there we go. I'll switch this over. I hope I do not lose audio, hopefully. All right, let me switch this over. Okay, so let me move this over here. Here's your tornado right here, kind of a little bit of a rope, all right? So we've got a little bit of a rope tornado right there. You see it? So this storm right here, so if you're in Orange, Columbia, Connorsville, seek shelter, lowest level of your home, I've got a visual right here that we've got a funnel cloud. This storm is so close to producing a tornado. So I want you to seek shelter now. This could be on the ground here momentarily. I want to stick with this here if I can. And actually, in a matter of fact, what I can do is I can make this, I believe what we can do is make this go live full screen, if it'll let me. There we go. Let me see if I can switch this. All right, so let's watch this here over the next few. Let me see. Hang on just a second. So he's now, looks like that I'm not seeing much of anything here at the moment. Let me take off. There we go. I can take that off. Hopefully you can still hear me. Maybe? Okay, yes, still hear me. All right, we're good. Okay, still watching this. Oh, look right up there. Look right up there. There's the tornado right there. All right, we're going to lose it. Hopefully it'll reconnect here in just a minute. There we go. So he's trying to get this camera in position here so we can see it a little bit better. Okay, I'll come back to that here. There it is. There it is right there. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see. But that funnel cloud is still there. He's trying real hard to get this into view. There it is. It's on the ground. Tornado on the ground. There's the condensation right there. We've got a tornado on the ground. All right, tornado is on the ground. It is doing damage near New Salem right now. That tornado is currently along 600 east.
Franklin County, southwestern Union County, Indiana, southern Fayette County, Indiana, until 8:30 p.m. At 7:57 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado.
Okay, Wilmington didn't get the idea that that's on the ground.
35 miles
All
an
right,
hour.
so okay, I think the audio's fixed. Sorry about that. All right, so tornado is on the ground. All right, let me get you back over here to this. Let me get you over here to show you this. There you go. All right, so tornado is on the ground right now. Bear with me. All right, so you can see tornado is on the ground right now. It is not as pronounced as what it was just a few minutes ago, but it's still on the ground. All right, let me take this off of here. All right. Give me just a second. Okay, so let me zoom this back in. And I'm sorry about this, that this is not working. So that tornado now likely right in here, okay? Right in here. So if you're in this zone, this is where you need to be seeking shelter. Lowest level of your home, away from windows. You saw the tornado live here on Weather Pulse just a few moments ago, okay? The tornado is on the ground, all right? Now, I do not see it at the moment, but this, and look back here. Look right here, okay? So if you're in, I would say Decatur County, northern Decatur County, you need to be ready. There could be a potential here for a tornado momentarily, all right? So we got several storms here. Okay, there you go. There's a new tornado warning now. This is for northern Decatur County, okay? Yeah, so, okay, so National Weather Service, let's switch over to Analyzer. Let me get over here. You'll see here is that confirmed tornado. They have got that correct now on the radar. I think that was actually, oh, wow. Uh-oh, look, just north of St. Paul. Look at that wrapping in, that inflow notch. That's going to be a monster here shortly. If you are near St. Paul, seek shelter now, lowest level of your home. This is going to be a very dangerous storm. Wow, this one's looking even more impressive here on the radar within the past few minutes here. So you need to get to your safe place now. If you're in northern Decatur County, you've got to get to your safe place. This is a monster storm that is moving off towards the east at about 43 miles per hour. I'm going to put a track on this one. And that's going to be moving towards the east here. So if you're in Mount Auburn, 837, Alpine, 839. This goes down into the Brookville Lake area by 852, okay? So that is a significant feature on the radar. Yeah, that thing is going to be producing a tornado at any minute here. So let's switch back over here to Analyzer, and you'll see still green means go here. So we still have the potential for a tornado here. And then this area here north of St. Paul right now, right in here, that's a good zone here for the potential for a tornado as well. So here's Waldron right here. Here's I-74 north and east, or yeah, north, mainly north of I-74. That's where you're going to be seeing that potential for a tornado. 900 County Road West. Wow, I wish you could just see. And I'm going to do it again, and I know it may cause issues, but it is what it is. Here's that storm again, and this is the storm. And let me get out of the way. This is the storm that is currently moving into near just south of Connorsville. That is a significant storm there, and you got to see it live here of it producing a tornado. Okay, so let's get out of this. All right, so you can see significant storms here right now. One here and one right here. These are dangerous storms that we've got to keep an eye on, folks. These are going to be producing tornadoes. And then I'll tell you what, let me go over to Analyzer. And you can see back here down to the south, where we're watching just south of the Shelbyville area, north of Hope, there's an area here where we're starting to see some rotations starting to show up here on the radar. So you've got here's storm relative, actually, let me switch over. You can see the inflow notch on that, inflow notch there, and then this one is kind of calmed down a little bit. But I tell you what, so a monster storm there. Uh-oh, no it has not. I'm on the wrong radar product. Oh boy. All right, here's St. Paul. Look at that. This is what we would call a debris ball right here. Okay, so we have likely got a tornado. If it's not on the ground, it's moments from being on the ground just north of St. Paul. That is a nasty. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. I hope that fixes that. I'm trying something different here. Okay, so watching... Okay, thank you. Watching these storms carefully... It's really lit up within the past few minutes here on the radar of significant storms. One north of St. Paul. You've got one near Alpine. Alpine, I would seek shelter, lowest level of your home, okay? Brookville Lake, I'd be getting, to your safe place now. Excuse me. As we've got storms that are producing some very wicked returns here on the radar. All right, so let's go back to Analyzer. I hope that audio's fixed. I really do. Goodness. Okay. So you've got green here, north of St. Paul. This is probably on the ground any moment. Yep, there's a CC lowering right there. This is probably debris right here, okay? So you probably have a tornado on the ground now near St. Paul. Let me Yep, we've got a confirmed tornado on the ground doing damage north of St. Paul. Look at that debris ball right there. Just double check. I think that's what we're looking at. Yep, you've got a confirmed tornado on the ground doing damage right there. Okay, so that's just north of Greensburg. All right, that is the strongest signature near Moscow. Okay, near Moscow, right. Okay, see, there you go. There's the confirmed tornado polygon. This is an observed tornado near moving towards Milroy, Moscow, and New Salem. I'm going to put a track on this storm. This is the nastiest storm I have seen in some time. This is a very nasty storm. Could be a strong tornado that is developing here just north of Greensburg. Okay, this, let me just double check this real quick before I get you a track. This is moving to the east at about 37 miles per hour. So this will take it just south of Alpine. But here you go. Brookville, 857. Laurel, 841. Lakeview, 836. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground doing damage. Okay? Confirmed tornado doing damage. And then we've got let me just look at this one here real quick and see if we've got debris showing up on it. It doesn't look like there's any debris showing up on this particular view of what I'm looking at here. Let me look at storm relative. There's still something going on there. This storm continues to move off towards the east here at about 33 miles per hour. This storm going to be moving into Alpine in just a few moments here, and I'm keeping an eye on audio so we make sure we're good. Everton 822, Dunlapsville 831, Billingsville 839, West College Corner 848, and then Somerville by 906. This is a storm that has had a history of producing a tornado. You watched it live right here. It was on the ground doing damage. And I'm seeing that couplet tightening back up again near Columbia, just near Alpine, right here. There's Columbia, okay? So right in here is where your tornado would be occurring, okay? And what I can do is I'll go ahead and put some roads on here just to show you. Here's County Road 475 South, 425, excuse me, East. East Everton Road, South County Road 350. If you know anybody, very rural area, but if you know anybody in this area, tell them now that there's a tornado likely back on the ground here. Here's Route 1, all right? So here's Connorsville right here. This is where this tornado will be going. Look at that circulation really popping up here on the radar within the past few minutes. Let me go back over to Analyzer. Let me just look at that. There could be another CC lowering right here. So this could be back on the ground. All right. Yep. This one's probably back on the ground and doing damage. So we've got two confirmed tornado warnings right now. Two storms on the ground near Alpine, and then one approaching the Milroy area. Two tornadoes that are on the ground doing damage, moving off towards the east here. So it's gotten pretty active here in the northern counties here over the past few minutes here. So you've got the tracks on these. You're looking. Here's Milroy right here. Here's Alpine right here. This is a confirmed tornado, and then this is a confirmed tornado. If you know anybody in the Milroy area along West State Road 244, West County Road 700 South, West 600, County Road 600 West, and then, let's see, County Road 1000 East, that's where that tornado will be momentarily, near the Milroy area. And I'm getting live radar scans here as I'm watching and just looking at the storm relative velocity view, and still seeing some significant rotation near Moscow. And this would be, let me switch this over. Moscow, Milroy area, right in here. Okay, right in here. Still seeing some decent rotation. Approaching State Road 3. All right, that'll move towards Richland momentarily. Observed tornado on the ground. I want to go back to the other tornado, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at. Did you see that right there? Let me rock that back. See that little donut hole right there? That's likely a tornado on the ground. Let me look. Let me look. Yeah, and you can see debris right here. Okay. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's definitely showing some tight rotation still north of the Alpine area. So right in here is where your tornado would be if we were to see it. Well, no, more right in here, sorry. Here's Alpine, oh boy, uh-oh. See that? That couplet's tightening back up again. Just near Columbia, approaching the Knolltown area. That's tightening back up. All right, so let's do this. Let me show you those towns again, or those roads. County Road 475. Here's State Route 1, 425, Everton, South County Road 350. Seek shelter, lowest level of your home. Stay away from windows. Cover yourself from flying debris. This storm is making its way off to the east at about 33 miles per hour. This has been a confirmed tornado that has been on the ground doing damage. You saw it live here just moments ago on the ground, okay? So here's a new track of this tornado near Alpine, Everton 821, Dunlap 831, Billings 838, Cottage Grove 843, West College Corner 846 there. So that's a confirmed tornado that is moving off towards the east. It does look like that rotation has come down. Thus, the National Weather Service has now just got a tornado warning for the far northern sections of Decatur County. Radar indicated now Milroy, New Salem in the path. That goes till 8:30. But hey, if you're in Laurel, Pinhook, Andersonville, you need to be prepared for the potential for a tornado. This is moving off to the east at about 43 mile per hour. So if I put a track, and I'm going to give you a little lead time on this, okay? So Midway 837, Mount Auburn 839, Laurel 839, Brookville Lake 8:55 to 9 o'clock. That's going to be your time frame for this rotating supercell that did have a tornado on the ground not long ago. Billingsville 907, and then Charlottesville and Mixerville by 812, 814 in those areas there. So back to Analyzer, you see this is the storm that I'm watching right now near Alpine that is still showing up here on the polygon as a confirmed tornado. We're zoomed in pretty tight into this storm. And we'll be moving towards the West College Corner area. Really rural here in this area, but still, I want you to seek shelter. Lowest level of your home. Stay away from windows. The storms out towards the further off towards the west. Those storms are producing 70 to 80 mile an hour winds, and I just wanted to note we do have some storms going up near Hebron right now. We've got some other storms, and look at the little hook here on this thing near Maysville. Some, strong rotations way up there because we're looking at a storm really far away. But you're still seeing some pop-up storms that are starting. Now, here's what is interesting to me, and something that I just caught here. This storm near English, the computer models continue to show a storm that would develop around that area and track just north of the Ohio River, and it was going to be a supercell that could be tornadic. So I've got to watch that storm over the next little bit. It's been a signal all day long, okay? So as this cold front gets a little bit closer to our area, it's something that I've got to keep a track on because, we're going to be moving into, a more favorable environment because of the fact that we've got a little bit more lift. Now, I will tell you that this storm is no longer on the ground now from what they're saying from the National Weather Service, which is good news. We just have a tornado warning, a severe tornado warning that is a radar indicated tornado. But I will say that they're still showing some rotations showing up here on that particular storm. So, and that couplet is still tight into there near the Everton area. That's where I would be in your safe place here until that storm has passed, okay? So you're watching this area here, and you're also watching this area here near north of Williamstown along 244. This area here will be moving into the Lakeview, Laurel, Pinhook, Brookville Lake areas here within the next little bit, all right? And then I'm watching the other storms here that are, come on. There we go. Watching these other storms that are firing up back off towards the south here, this is a very big concern for me because this was the area where I was like, well, if something gets going here, it could get problematic as it moves along and north along the Ohio River here. So a lot starting to happen here as we've got severe weather that is moving through our northern counties right now. I'm in tight here on the radar. Watching these storms carefully, but you'll see over the next little bit here that this is probably going to be my biggest concern right in here. From what I'm looking at on the radar view, I think that's going to be the storm that's going to need a watchful eye on here, as it's still got a pretty good look on reflectivity. And it's also a little bit further south from the main line here. So you're getting a little more of that moisture coming in. It's not cut off as much. And by looking at the velocity view, you can tell that there's a lot more lightnings associated with this storm. In that area. So I think if you're in the Brookville Lake area, I'm sure the National Weather Service will likely put out a new tornado warning on this storm probably soon. So just be aware of that. And that rotation does look like it's continuing to creep up near the Richland area. We've got a PDS tornado warning now in effect, okay, near Connorsville. We've got a PDS tornado warning, okay? These are very rare, okay? This means there's a large, deadly tornado, okay, over Route 1. There's a large, deadly, violent tornado over Route 1 right now. I need you to be in your safe place if you are in the sections of the just south of Connorsville into parts of Fayette County, okay? And if you are in this zone, this is, here's what they're saying, okay? At 8:17 p.m., a large and extremely dangerous tornado was located in a thunderstorm near Connorsville, moving northeast at 35. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Damaging tornado. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicle is likely, and complete destruction is possible. Connorsville, Blooming Grove, Columbia, Bunker Hill, Brownsville, Laurel, Newelltown, Alpine, Everton, and Springerville, all in this PDS tornado warning. When you see bright pink, that's bad. This area of rotation's right in here, okay? And this is a large, violent, deadly tornado, okay, that's over State Route 1. I need, if you're watching live right now, and you know people in this area, I need you to share this update because we've got a large, violent tornado that is on the ground just south of the Connorsville area right now. And I need to let them know that they're in the path of this tornado. Okay? So let me switch this over. I got to make sure where we're at here. Here we go. This is a confirmed violent tornado near Everton. Here's South County Road 450. Alquian Road. I have trouble pronouncing things sometimes, so I apologize. Let me pull these back up again. County Road 450. Okay. This is Dunlap Road right here. Dunlapsville Road. Excuse me. There's a new warning coming out here.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for east central Madison County, northern Lewis County, southern Adams County, and south central Ohio.
Okay, so I'm going to let that go because we have a PDS tornado warning here on this. So 817, so this PDS tornado warning will continue here. I just want to make sure I tell you what. This is the zone for that tornado, okay? Yikes, this is a very dangerous situation that is developing here in Union County, or Fayette County, excuse me, moving into Union County. I cannot get that to stop, so I apologize. Let me zoom this out. So, tornado warning for 5 more minutes. This is a PDS tornado warning, okay? Considerable damage is likely. And then I'm watching a tornado, possible tornado, that is approaching Andersonville. Give me just a minute. It's about to get busy this evening.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Wayne County, Union County, Indiana, southeastern Fayette County, Indiana, southwestern Preble County until 9 p.m. At 8:24 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Connorsville, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Connorsville, Liberty, West College Corner, Salem, Brownsville, College Corner, Boston, Dunlapsville, Witt Station, Alquina, Whitewater State Park, Goodwin's Corner, Billingsville, Clifton, Cottage Grove, Kitchell, and Springersville. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov/ILN and submit your report via social media when you can do so safely.
So Alclina is the area for that potential for a tornado. So I am another warning.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Franklin County, southwestern Union County, Indiana, southern Fayette County, Indiana, until 9 p.m. At 8:26 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Lake Santee, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Brookville, Blooming Grove, Columbia, Metamora, Laurel, Milltown, Andersonville, Alpine, Everton, and Buena Vista. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov/ILN and submit your report via social media when you can do so safely.
Okay, well, y'all didn't think it was going to get active out there. Well, it's getting active pretty quick here. So tornado warnings are in effect here. Just want to get you an update here. Maysville, okay, another warning coming out. We're going to skip that one. That's a flash flood warning, because this is going to be a training situation that's developing. But what I want you to know is we've got several warnings in play here. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado warning that's just to the east of the Maysville area. This storm is now moved out of the Maysville area, now impacting parts of the Vanceburg area. Tornado warning in effect. This storm is for northwestern Lewis and southern Adams County until 9:15. So that's a tornado warning. Radar indicated. We'll move into Vanceburg, Rome, Blue Creek, Concord, Sandy Springs, and then that'll eventually move out of the area. Watching this one here, and then we've got another severe thunderstorm warning with a tag tornado possible for northern Fleming County until 8:45. That's going to be moving off towards the east, northeast too. So the folks just near Maysville, just be alert here as rapidly changing weather conditions could develop. Watching Scottsburg, watching Madison, these storms are starting to get their act together. But I just wanted to touch base on those real quick, as I've been very focused on these storms that continue here up to the north. Okay, up to the north. Let's go up here. Let's go to Analyzer. Let's look at these storms. Okay, you can still see some areas of rotation approaching Liberty right here. Okay, then we've got an area of rotation north of Clarksburg. Here, this is the U.S. 52, I believe. That area of rotation right here. What we're going to do is get some new tracks on these areas. Okay, want to give you some updated tracks of what we're looking at here. And I'm zoomed in pretty tight so you can see that area of rotation on that storm. So the first storm that we'll track will be moving into the Brookville Lake area. Potential does exist for a tornado, and also exists for damaging winds, I think, too. Moving off to the east at, I believe, 40. Oh, that rotation has come back up. Look at that right here, just south of Andersonville. Here's your track on that. Midway 834, Peppertown 841, Brookville Lake 848, Raymond 859, Mount Carmel 9 o'clock, Peoria 903, 7 Mile 924. So that's going to be moving into Butler County. So, you know, these storms are finally starting to make their way into the area here, and we got to be on standby for rapidly changing weather conditions. I want to mention that the flash flood warning is in effect here, and I just wanted to go over that just for just a second, as this is going to be a concern too. This is for Fayette County, Union County, Franklin County, Butler County, and Southern Preble. This goes until 10:30 a.m. Sorry about that. 10:30 a.m. here for the potential 12:30 a.m. Sorry, 12:30 a.m. for the potential here for the flash flooding. Okay, so let's go back to Analyzer. Here's that area of rotation. It's right along 52 near Lakeview and Anderson, really right over top of the Andersonville area here. Okay, so this is right along Rickman Road, Power Road, near the Bulltown Road, moving off towards Laurel, I think, is going to be the impact for that. That'll go near towards Sains Creek Road, Mount Auburn State Route 121, and along Elm Tree Road. So if you're familiar with these areas, that's where we're seeing that potential for tornado. Now, what this is called is normalized rotation. So what it does is it takes everything off the radar and says, here is where that potential for a tornado could be. And when we look at correlation coefficient, I don't see anything at the moment that screams a tornado on the ground, but we've got some a pretty good rotation here near Andersonville, right along 52. Okay, so seek shelter, lowest level of your home, stay away from windows, cover yourself from flying debris. I'm getting new radar updates here, and I want to go back up to this storm near Liberty. This is tightening back up again. Moving off towards the east-northeast. Let's just see. Nothing on debris. And you can see right here, there's that area of rotation on this storm moving off towards the east. So if you're in Liberty, I would be in your safe place, lowest level of your home. I want to talk about you guys near the Greensburg area. You've got a wall of wind headed your way. Potential does exist here for the 70-mile-an-hour winds and large hail moving off to the east here at about 35 mile per hour, I believe. 35 mile per hour. So if you're in the Greensburg area, get ready for destructive winds that'll be moving in here momentarily. Okay, it's 8:34. We have numerous tornado warnings in effect, numerous severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. I want to get your bearings real quick just to let you know what we've got going on. This is a storm I'm watching off towards the north or southwest of us. We're going to see what happens with that. That could impact areas like Madison, VV, Scottsburg, North Vernon before this main line settles in here later this evening. We've got several right along this line, this cold front of tornado warnings all down through this line. The data suggested that this would occur, and what I want to do quickly here is just look at some really quickly. I just want to look at some of the data that I have coming in, just to kind of figure out here just where we're going to be here. This is doing a pretty good job of giving us what to expect. So it looks like this is all going to go near and just north of Cincinnati, and then this stuff that I'm talking about towards, let me switch this over. This stuff that I'm talking about here towards here will move a little bit further in our direction. So I still think areas of like Cincinnati will be impacted with quite a bit in the way of severe. And I think areas south of that will have to wait till later this evening, till 11-ish o'clock, until that line kind of moves in. So we've got several lines of storms, a couple lines of storms that will be moving through here, and we've got to watch everything as all of these storms have the potential to rotate. The atmosphere is lined up for the potential here for tornadoes. As we've seen tornadoes on the ground live here, and I'm continuing to watch these storms. I've actually got still watching that storm chaser there up in central Indiana. He's on that storm in the, and I'm not gonna pull this up on the live here, but he's on the storm near Midway right now. Okay, now that's what I don't like to see right there. You see that little donut hole? That indicates to me that there could be a potential tornado on the ground. All right, that is not good. Let's look at correlation coefficient. Give me just a second. Okay, so I don't see anything there on correlation coefficient, but you can see right here, that little couplet right here, that's where, and you know what we can do? No, that's not gonna work. So let's go, let me just look at this on Analyzer. It's so much easier for me to look at it there. And I'm not seeing that little donut hole on that. And what we can do is I'm going to show you a 2-panel view of this storm. So, okay, so you can see here is our rotation. Here's Laurel, here's Brookville Lake right here. It's hard to really show this way. So we'll just go back to the 1-panel view. Is this the Wilmington radar? Okay, so the reason why, and we might be seeing this a little bit better because we're on the Indianapolis radar site. We're not so far away. But you can definitely see here on velocity how those, we've got that, this is storm relative velocity, but we can see how those reds and greens are coming together there on this storm. I tell you what, let's do this. Let's put, I want to track these storms. Again, 40 mile per hour, Brookville Lake, 853. That rotation is near Laurel at the moment, and it looks like we're, okay. Mount Carmel, 903. This moves into Raymond by 904. Hey, I want to go back up to this storm up here near Liberty. Yeah, that storm's got another tornado. It could be putting another tornado on the ground right now. Let's go. Let's go near Liberty. Here we go, right here. So this is Highway 101 right here, okay? This is Liberty Avenue or 27 right here. This is what we call a tornado vortex signature, all right? So normalized rotations there. Let's just rock that back. Uh-oh, look at there. We've got, I think we may be, this might be off a little bit. Let's watch that. Let me look back here. There could definitely be a tornado in this storm. Again, I think this thing's producing another tornado right near Liberty, okay? I think that's going to probably become a confirmed tornado. Let me look at correlation coefficient on here. So yeah, very strong rotation showing up. Here is shear tracker, okay? Roseburg, here's Liberty, all right? That area of rotation's right in here, north of Dunlapsville. I tell you what, let's put another track on this. This is moving off towards the east at about 28. Let me put this one on. Moving off to the east at about 28. So Cottage Grove, 850. West Elkton, 924. Farmersville by 903. All right, so that'll be moving out of the area. But that's a more significant area of rotation at the moment from what I'm looking at right in here. Maybe just a little bit further north. But definitely, and you can see on the you can see the tornado vortex signature. Now it's gone, but there was definitely their potential again for a rotation. Now back down here, we're still in here tight on this storm. Here's Laurel right here. Okay, here's Laurel. Just a second, I'm gonna. Give me just 1 second, I'm gonna fix this. Okay, so all right, sorry, I had to fix that. Here's that area rotation, and you know it's one-man show, so I apologize. Haspen Acres, Stone Church Road. Okay, so you can see that rotation's kind of come down a little bit. That's good. But here's that broad area of rotation. In my opinion, looking at the radar here within the past few minutes, I'm not as concerned for a tornado as much as I am potentially for large hail to approach Brookville Lake. This is quarter-sized hail. Here's Brookville. Brookville Lake's right in here. You got a lot of boats out there, getting set up for this time of year. And we've got some large hail that's moving into that direction. And, even you can see some damaging wind potential too. I mean, we can kind of sample some of this 60 mile an hour winds, even stronger here. Let me sample this a little better. 83 mile an hour winds. Let me just look at the loop here of the radar within the past few. Let me see where that's headed. Moving right towards Brookville Lake. Yep, so that's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty there. So 80 mile an hour winds approaching Brookville Lake. Okay. Mount Carmel 911, Brookville 857. This is going to go more towards Brookville. Southern part of Brookville Lake will be impacted at the same time, 857. Scipio 917, Millville by 934. That's up to 80 mile an hour winds going away from the radar. Let me just check and see what Wilmington's showing. Yeah, that was the Wilmington. Or no, okay. So, yeah, that's some intense winds that are coming through there. And I think, okay, cool. All right, so let me just look. Still tornado warning on that storm near Vanceburg. Uh-oh, look, so this is what the models have been showing all day. We've got a tornado warning now on that storm there near Louisville. Let me just watch that path. Yeah, that's going to go right up the river. And took a right-hand turn. We got to watch these things here bubbling up. That could be problematic for us over the coming hours here. Wow, it's gotten active. Let's get back into this storm. Here's Brookville. I know there's a lot of people in the Brookville area that follow. If you guys can let me know what you're seeing, radar, from what my tools that I have in front of me right now, potentially showing up to 80 mile an hour winds approaching near Yellowbank, near, let's say, where 52 and 101 meet. This is also near the Oak Tree Crossroads, Mound Haven area. So that is destructive wind, okay? That's 80, okay, golly. 83 knots. 83 knots showing up here on this storm. That is incredible. So you're talking, some big time winds showing up, and that is the Wilmington radar site. So, that's up to 100 mile an hour winds approaching Brookville Lake in the Brookville area per radar, up to 100 mile an hour winds. I would love to know if you are in the Brookville area, what you are seeing. You can see here on the other radar product, sampling showing here 84. Somewhere between 80 and 100 mile an hour wind potential here, getting ready to impact Brookville. Maybe not 100, but probably 80, because you're shooting pretty far up into the storm. But shows you the wind energy with this. So probably 70-ish, maybe 80 mile an hour winds approaching that area. Okay? Still seeing some storms here that are racing through the, whoops, I need to fix that. Through the Greensburg area. Tornado possible on this storm here. Severe thunderstorm warning till 9:30. Considerable damage. So this is the highest you can go on a severe thunderstorm warning. 70 mile an hour winds. A likely bet there. You can see here that inflow notch coming into the Brookville. Here's Brookville Lake right here. Here's Brookville. I would be in your safe place, lowest level of your home. Protect yourself from flying debris, cover your head. I do think that you're just north maybe of Brookville. You're real close to a potential for a tornado. Here is normalized rotation, and you can see right here, we're seeing that spin showing up on the radar view. Let me switch back over here. Just want to see. Up here is hail, is what you're seeing. Still seeing that broad rotation towards Liberty. I tell you, or towards north of Brookville. Here's that storm near Liberty again, right here. Okay, West College Corner right here. Here's Liberty. We'll zoom into this storm a little bit closer, and you'll see right here is that area of spin. Okay, that area of spin, still continues to. Near Lotus looks like where that's at right now. Along State Route 44, Greenwood Church, Goodwin's Corner, in that area, that is where the potential here for a tornado would be at the moment here, and that tornado warning continues. Until 9 o'clock. So still seeing that area of rotation on that storm. So we still have 2 tornado warnings in effect. One is for south. Hang on just a minute. I want to make sure that this is right, what they're saying here. Tornado warning for southern Wayne, southeastern Fayette counties is canceled. So they're saying this has been canceled. Nope. This is for Union County, 836, quarter-size hail. Tornado warning continues for Union County until 9 o'clock. So we have the tornado warning. There's the tornado vortex signature near Brookville. Okay. So looks like to me near Brookville again, we're starting to see that area of rotation pick up along Route 1 here. Let me move that, zoom in. Or US 2, I'm sorry. North of US 2, Yellowbank Road. Approaching Route 1, I'm sorry. So approaching Route 1, it looks like that's where the area of rotation would be. This is moving off to the east at about 30-ish mile per hour. Here's the track of that. Mount Carmel 910, Raymond 910, Millville 933, Hamilton 942, 943 7 mile, and then 944 the New Miami area. So that area is starting to pick back up again. So we're kind of bouncing back and forth watching these storms, and then the storm that's up to the north here, the warning continues here till 9 o'clock. Storms moving off to the east at about 28 mile per hour, and that'll eventually move it out of here. But Goodwin's Corner and Camden, Goodwin's Corner 855, Camden by 914, and then we'll see if it moves into the Carlisle area here. That's in the far northwestern sections of Warren County within the next little bit here. So that'll be as we approach about the 10 o'clock hour. But still seeing, a nasty view here on the radar near Brookville Lake. Okay, near Brookville Lake. Here's your area of rotation right in here. This is probably where I'm seeing the highest area of rotation at the moment. This is near Blooming Grove area. Yep. So let's see. Let me look here. Let's go to Analyzer. Look at that. Zoomed in tight here, but you can see here's Brookville Lake. Okay. Here's Brookville Lake right here. Here's the tornado and the tornado potential, and it could be going over the lake here momentarily. It looks like we've got a debris signature. It's close to the area. Let me see the tail. Very not a very good look to the radar here over the Brookville Lake area. So here's your tornado right here. This is moving off to the east, so State Route 101, that takes you up towards the Liberty area. Wickham Road, Farm Hill Road. New tornado warning. Let's listen in on this one. This is going to be for northern Hamilton County.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for eastern Union County, Indiana, southern Preble County, northwestern Butler County, until 9:15 p.m. At 8:52 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near West College Corner, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Eaton, Camden, West College Corner, Somerville, West Elkton, Fairhaven, Houston Woods State Park, Goodwin's Corner, Morning Sun, Wheatville, Muttonville, Sugar Valley, and Lake Lockingren. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov/ILN and submit your report via social media when you can do so safely.
So, still have that tornado vortex signature. We've got a new tornado warning coming out now. You'll see that momentarily. Let me just check and see what they're going to put this for radar indicated.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for northeastern Franklin County, southern Union County, Indiana, northwestern Butler County, until 9:30 p.m. At 8:54 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Brookville, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Oxford, Brookville, West College Corner, Riley, Scipio, College Corner, Mount Carmel, Charlottesville, St. Charles, Billingsville, Mountain State Recreation Area, and Mixersville. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov/ILN and submit your report via social media when you can do so safely.
All right, so several things, I know as that weather radio is going off, sometimes it can be kind of, loud, but several things going on here. I'm gonna digest these for you momentarily. You guys in Ripley County, you're on my conversation list in just a minute. So if you're watching right now, and you go ahead and share this update, let them know. Ripley County, I'm going to talk about you in just a minute. But north of Brookville Lake, I tell you what, that's a very tight couplet showing up on the radar within the past few minutes here, just kind of looking at what I'm seeing. And it looks like to me this thing could be close to being on the ground shortly. That's kind of what we were, this is the strongest signal I've seen today. This thing's probably getting ready to, if not, we've got a big one here. You're starting to see the red right here. This red, this means strong tornado. So we may be getting the yellow or red tornado vortex signature showing up here momentarily. This is over Brookville Lake, okay? So over Brookville Lake right now, and it does look like there is a lowering in the CC now. Let me look at that on here. Yikes! All right, so let me go over to the other radar product here. I want to look at storm relative velocity, and just look at let's look at the gate-to-gate shear on this storm, as this is probably the strongest storm that I've seen so far, and I just want to just kind of analyze this together. But you can see as I switch this over, you've got winds coming towards the radar at 65 mile per hour, and you've got winds going away from the radar at about 70. And in the middle there, I'm seeing the potential here for up to 80 mile an hour winds. So that tells me that right along 101, that's where you're going to be seeing that tornado, okay? So if you're in Raymond right now, you need to seek shelter, lowest level of your home. This is the strongest signature I've seen. This is moving towards the Oxford area. So this is a very dangerous storm here. Right over 101. You can see right here, here's your tornado vortex signature showing up and moving towards the Raymond area. Eventually we'll move towards Oxford and maybe just north of the Riley area. I'm not seeing anything on correlation coefficient that would show debris, but when we look at our NROT, or normalized rotation, you can see the red right here. Normally when we see red on normalized rotation, that thing is likely close, if not on the ground. So if you're in Raymond, seek shelter. Lowest level of your home, cover yourself from okay, we got a lowering now. So we definitely have a confirmed tornado on the ground. Confirmed tornado on the ground. This is over 101, okay? So if you're watching right now, confirmed tornado on the ground. You can see right here, right there. There's your debris signature. I know it's hard to see, but that's your lowering right there. That should be a confirmed tornado here. They should swap that warning out shortly from what I'm seeing here. Still seeing some significant, rotation showing up on this. I mean, strongest I've seen today. This is very intense, 83 to 76. So that gate-to-gate shear, that's a tornado that's getting stronger, okay? Tornado's getting stronger as it's moving off towards the east. So if you're on State Route 101, Raymond, if you're in Mixerville, on that state line road, this is where the tornado will be moving towards here in the next little bit. So this is probably going to be this is the biggest indicator on radar that I've seen here within the last little bit. And Ripley County, I've not forgotten about you, okay? I've not forgotten about you. Give me just a minute, and I will get to you. But Raymond, 907, Mount Carmel, 909, Mixersville, 909, Peoria, 912, 7 Mile, 937, New Miami, 939, Trenton, 947, and if you're in Middletown, 953. So this is a large potential. This is a potential for a strong tornado based on what I'm seeing. All right, so we've got to watch. Got to watch this. They have not put confirmed tag on this yet. Let's see. Yeah, yikes. I'm just shocked that, and you're still seeing on normalized rotation. Actually, that's getting stronger. Storm's getting stronger. Okay, confirmed tornado. PDS tornado warning, folks. PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Mount Carmel, Raymond, Oxford, Riley, there is a large, deadly, violent tornado on the ground moving in your direction. If you are in Raymond and you are watching me right now, I need you at the lowest level of your home. Cover yourself from flying debris. This is what we call a PDS tornado warning. This means there's a strong, deadly, violent tornado on the ground doing significant damage. Your mobile home will be destroyed. Your home could be destroyed in a tornado warning like this. So if you're in the Raymond area, you need to seek shelter now. Let's see if I've still got that track on this storm, and I sure do. Let me get you a track. All right, let me show you. Raymond 907, Mount Carmel 909, Mixerville 909, Peoria 912, 7 Mile 937, New Miami 939, Trenton 947, and then Middletown 953. Large, deadly, violent tornado, okay, moving towards you if you were in that path. I want to mention real quick, because I said I would, I'm watching near Napoleon, northwest of Napoleon, an area of rotation. This will be moving towards Clinton, Batesville, St. Leon, Yorkville area. I'm watching, okay? I've got a radar here, a radar here, a radar here, and a radar here. So I've got my eyes on everything as I know I'm focused on one particular storm at the moment. But this is a deadly tornado that is approaching Raymond, and I want to make sure that these folks here are safe. And I will say, within the past few seconds since I've been talking, the normalized rotation has come down, which is good news. That's telling me, and you can see there's the lowering in the CC. That's telling me that starting to see maybe that potential for that tornado to weaken. But you can still see that's a pretty strong signature showing up on the radar there. This would be, yeah, I still see that. Okay, so it is still on the ground. Looking at it here near Raymond. If you're on Flynn Road, Oxford Pike, Springfield Road, in those areas, that is where, and I tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom real tight into this storm, okay? And I'm gonna show you some of these roads, and I'll get those up on here in just a second. But I'm zoomed in tight here on this just so you can see where we're at. We're near Oxford. Let me throw that up on there. All right, there we go. So Oxford Pike, here's Mixerville, Abbott Road. Oxford Pike goes down through here. Here's Raymond, King Road, Stillwell, Beckett Road. Up here's Oxford, up here, way up here. Here's your tornado right here, okay? So Schaefer Road's where the tornado is now. So this will be moving off to the east, okay? So I need you to be in your safe place, lowest level of your home. You need to be protecting yourself from flying debris, as this is a PDS tornado warning. This means, and I'll show you here on the radar product, that, give me just a second. This is a new warning for what I was just discussing a moment ago. Let's listen into that.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Franklin County, northern Ripley County, northwestern Dearborn County until 9:45 p.m. At 9:04 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles south of Greensburg, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, minor hail damage to vehicles is possible. Expect wind damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Batesville, Milan, Oldenburg, Guilford, Manchester, Sunman, St. Leon, Napoleon, Cedar Grove, Millhausen, Huntersville, Dover, Weisburg, Ballstown, Pentown, Interstate 74 at State Route 101, Lawrenceville, St. Peter, and New Alface. This includes I-74 in Indiana between mile markers 145 and 166.
All right, so I'm probably going to go ahead and sound the alarm on this storm. If you are north of Millhausen, I need you to seek shelter, lowest level of your home, okay? I think that this storm will be coming tornado warned shortly. I will say this area where we have our PDS tornado warning has come down. You can see it has significantly come down on the normalized rotation. near Brookville is where we saw the spike up on this storm right here, and then now as it's approached Raymond, it looks like that rotation has weakened some. But what I want to show, okay, this is my next concern, because this is south of the line, southern part of the line, north of Millhausen. Here's Napoleon. I need you to seek shelter, lowest level of your home, protect yourself from flying debris. If you're in the Smyrna area, Lothryville, Batesville, look out. I need you to seek shelter, lowest level of your home. What we're going to do is we're going to treat every one of these storms that are going to be moving through here. The potential here is going to exist to have these be tornadic. So if you're in this area right here near Sunman, St. Leon, Napoleon, I need you to be ready to seek shelter. And I'm looking at a couple of products here on the radar. Large hail is also going to be a concern north of that rotation. Okay, quarter-sized hail potential, maybe even larger. All right. Okay. So that southern part of that line is looking significant for me. I'm going to go back up north in just a minute, but don't be surprised shortly. Northern Ripley, northern Dearborn County, you'll probably go under a tornado warning as I'm seeing this area of rotation tighten up pretty quick. Back up to the north we go. I want to show you, here's Oxford, okay? Tornado warned storm, tornado vortex signature still showing on here. Here's correlation coefficient. So we still have debris showing with this storm near Raymond. So this is still looking like a pretty nasty storm here. I don't know what happened here. That normalized rotation has picked back up. So if you are in Mixerville, Oxford, Collinsville, north of Riley, seek shelter, lowest level of your home, protect yourself from flying debris, okay? That area of rotation, I'm watching everything, okay? There's a lot going on. I want to go back down here to you guys near the Napoleon area. Here's Millhausen right here. That area of rotation is tightening up a little bit more just north of Lothryville. This will be moving towards State Road 229. This will also be moving towards the Batesville area. I think if I think I can get a live shot on this particular storm. Give me just a minute, and I think, and there could be a potential here for that storm to have debris in it. Yeah. Hang on just a minute. Let me look at this camera at Batesville. Actually, no, I need to go further towards New Point. I'm going to watch this for just a second. Okay, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch it. All right. Let me... actually, I tell you what. If I can switch this over, it's going to go dark for just a second, and I apologize. There we go. This is a look at... this is a look at I-74 at 143, which would be near New Point. Okay, so this is near New Point. And you're seeing, a lot of lightning. You're seeing very heavy rain. If there's a tornado on the ground, we could maybe see some power flashes, but I don't... Why is traffic stopped right here? I'm concerned that why traffic stopped. Okay. Okay, we may... I'm concerned the traffic stopped. I hopefully, okay, maybe that's lights right there because traffic's moving there. Something's going on in the New Point area. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye out on it. If you know anybody that's in that area, let me know. It looks like traffic is moving through there. Maybe it's just lights and there's a lot of water on the lens. I'm watching it. Here's Oxford. Here's that tornado warning. Okay, tornado warning still out there. That's for eastern Franklin, southern Union, and western Butler County till 9:30. Here's Peoria, Oxford. This is where that area of spin is. Okay, that's where the area of spin is. Moving off towards the east at about 30. That puts it, that puts it in 7 Mile by 936, New Miami 938, Trenton 946, Middletown 953, Monroe Outlets 957, and Springboro by 1011. Seek shelter, lowest level of your home, protect yourself from flying debris. Let's see. That is the only tornado warning now in effect for the area. But it's ramping up quickly near, see, we're starting to see everything kind of line up here. Here is a track for this storm. I'd go ahead and put a tornado warning out on it, to tell you the truth. So if you're in Clinton, areas that are getting ready to hear this, I need you to seek shelter, lowest level of your home, protect yourself from flying debris, okay? Clinton, Spade, Sunman, Lawrenceville, Yorkville, St. Leon, Dover, Braysville, Bright, West Harrison, and Harrison. Within the next hour, there is a potential for a tornado to be moving into your area. Seek shelter, lowest level of your home, protect yourself from flying debris, okay? That is not tornado warned yet, but what I want to do is just stay ahead of it because that's going to be the storm next that's going to have the potential to produce a tornado, okay? Back to the other radar products, still watching this storm near the Oxford area, near Riley, okay? All right, so this is going to go north of Millville, and it will go near Hamilton and New Miami. All right, so it's going to go near Hamilton and New Miami. So that's going to be a very dangerous storm that will be potentially producing a tornado. Still a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 9:30 for Decatur County. That's just updating there within the last few minutes. And there's still some severe weather that's going on a little bit further south that I'll hit in a moment. Still seeing that area of spin there just north of Ripley. Uh-oh. Okay. Look at this. This is what I was afraid of. This was what I was afraid of. Let's get to the other radar product because this is going to show... this is gonna be a long night, folks. Very long night ahead. This is gonna show what's happening. All right, give it a second. I had to reboot the program. Sometimes I have to do that. Okay, look at this step north of Louisville. We've got tornado warning here. We got a tornado warning here, and those storms are gonna move northeast. Okay, so those storms are gonna move northeast. These storms near Clark County. That's going to move towards, let's say, Trimble, Carroll, Gallatin, move up towards Boone County. Likely move a little bit further northeast as it's interacting with that line. So, you know, you guys down here in northern Kentucky and far southeastern Indiana, I tell you, it's about to be a very rough evening. Look at this storm here. Wow, look at this. Look at the hook on this storm here just south of Greensburg. That thing's probably going to need a tornado warning on it. And it's got rotation right here, okay? That is, and then look. We've got another area, watching too, right here near the Ballstown area. Right in here, there's your inflow notch. So I'm getting suspicious that there could be something going on here. We've got to watch it. And then near Let's, we got to watch that too. Wow, look at that. Look at that on Storm Vision HD right now. This is what we don't want to see. Here's Napoleon, Ballstown, Batesville, Sunman. There's a lot of trailers in the Sunman area. I tell you what, I'm going to let a couple people know that in that area. Yeah, okay. We got a new tornado warning.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for central Butler County until 9:45 p.m.
Okay, that's for Central
At
Butler.
17 p.m., a severe thunderstorm
Okay.
capable of producing a tornado was located over Oxford, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Hamilton, Fairfield, Oxford, Trenton, 7 Mile, Williamsdale, Dartown, New Miami, Millville, Somerville, Jacksonburg, Collinsville, Maustown, McGonigal, and Beckett Ridge. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov/ILN and submit your report via social media when you can do so safely.
I don't like what I'm seeing south of Batesville, okay? I'm letting some people know there in northern Ripley, northern Decatur, or northern Dearborn County. I'm letting these people know now that, some of my friends here, that that storm is looking significant to me, and I think the people in that area need to seek shelter. So if you're in Sunman, and that's a very heavy trailer, there's trailers in that area, and I don't like what I'm seeing on the radar. You can see the reds and the greens coming together here on the radar. I know we're shooting a little higher up here, but in my opinion, from what I'm looking at, it's better to be safe than sorry on this storm. I'm even seeing a drop in correlation coefficient. So I would anybody that lives in this area south of Batesville, let me know what you're seeing. Towards Sunman too, let me know what you're seeing, because it's looking very significant here on the radar as I continue to watch it. So you've got you've got storms here. Let's go to Yorkville, seeing a lot of lightning, Jim's saying right now. So lots of, I'll have your reports. I've got them here. So as we're going through, I'm keeping an eye, I promise, on what's going on. It does look like, you can still see, let's see. Let me go over to the other radar. Look at that. That's inflow. Something's happening here. Something we need to watch. And then you've got towards Greensburg, you've got a little bit of something going on too. But I tell you what, powers flickering in Batesville. Okay, Sierra, thank you for that. Everybody, from what I'm seeing so far, is seeing some tremendous lightning is occurring with these storms. And a matter of fact, I can show you just how much. So right now I only have it for 10 minutes. I'll show you for 30. And that sirens in Newport. Okay, that could be for New Point. That is for probably the storm being labeled as destructive. Look at all that lightning north of Oxford. I mean, just it's covering the radar. And I tell you what, I keep looking at this storm, and it's getting further away from the radar site. And I'm going to switch over shortly to Large hail's got to be in that storm there, near Batesville too. Okay, so here's the hail potential. Okay, they just issued a new tornado warning. All right, new tornado warning. This is for Decatur County, includes Greensburg. All right. I think Ripley County needs to be under a tornado warning right now. I really do. I'm looking at everything here. Any of these storms can rotate at any time. It's better to be safe than sorry. So I've got these switched over now. So here's the, sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. Here is the large hail potential here up to quarter sized. This is along North Delaware Road, East County Road 1300. Batesville is Slam. Jennifer, I don't know what, you might be a little more specific. Mulberry Street, County Road 1000 North, 950 North, between Batesville and Napoleon, rain and lightning. Thank you for that report. It's kind of hard to see what we've got going on with some of the different things here going on right now. Okay, so tornado warning, new tornado warning. This is for up here in the Greensburg area. Here's your rotation right here, okay? Rotation right there. Yeah, let's see. Let me get you a track on this area. This is moving off towards the east at about 31. Yeah, look at this. Hold on. Let's go to hang on just a minute. I want to show you what they're seeing in Batesville, if I can. Yeah. All right. Here's a live view of what it looks like in Batesville right now. And you can see a lot of lightning. I'm not seeing any hail coming down at the moment. Okay. So let me switch over here to a different view near Pentown. Let's see if that looks any different. So, and then we're going to go, it's hail. Okay, tornado warning. Okay, let's see what this is for. Batesville. Okay, here we go.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for southern Franklin County, northeastern Ripley County, northern Dearborn County until 10 p.m. At 9:24 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Batesville, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Batesville, Lawrenceburg, Greendale, Bright, Hidden Valley, Oldenburg, Guilford, Logan, Manchester, Sunman, St. Leon, West Harrison, Napoleon, Cedar Grove, Huntersville, Pentown, Interstate 74 at U.S. Route 52, Rockdale, Sharptown, and St. Peter. This includes I-74 in Indiana between mile markers.
All right, so, I've been on this storm for a while now. This doesn't surprise me that we have a tornado warning now in effect for northern Ripley, southern Franklin, Dearborn County. I've been mentioning it for the past 15, 20 minutes, and it took that long to get that warning. That's why you follow. I can keep you up to date with some of the technology that I've got to get you these warnings so much quicker. If you're in Sunman, you've got to be in your safe place. Lowest level of your home. Cover yourself from flying debris. There is likely the potential that a tornado could be developing here near the Sunman area. Let's switch over to Analyzer. You can see here's Sunman right here. That tornado could be near the 1200 North, 400 East County, or 400 North County Road. This is the normalized rotation. right here. So this zone is where the potential for the tornado would be occurring, okay? So seek shelter, lowest level of your home, and protect yourself from flying debris. This is a new tornado warning. And you know, one thing that I'm watching here is there's a lot of inflow coming in on this storm, okay? You see right here? So this is all the warm air being sucked into that storm. You can see it right here on velocity. Sorry, I had switched it over to the wrong velocity view. There you go. Uh-oh. There's something stewing up in here. If you're in Pentown, Sunman, Clinton, I need you in your safe place right now. There is going to be a potential for a tornado in this area momentarily. Spades, Pentown, here's some of these areas that are going to be impacted by this tornado. Let me get some of these on here. Bear with me. Here is State Route 101, okay? Here's 5 Point Road, North Spades Road, East County Road 1300, North County Road 800. That's some very strong rotation showing up here on the radar. I do have your comments and stuff live back on here, so I'll be able to see those now. But you know where we're at here. If you live in this area, seek shelter, lowest level of your home, protect yourself from flying debris. There's a lot of trailer parks in here. So you got to be, into the safe place now. And there's only one-story home houses in that area too. Now, the tornado will move into Dearborn County. So Manchester, Guilford, Bright, St. Leon, Harrison, I need you in your safe place now. Lowest level of your home, okay? Lowest level of your home, and protect yourself from flying debris. We have a tornado warning in effect for Decatur County near the Slabtown area. Here is that area of spin. I just want to see what they're saying. This is radar indicated moving towards the east at about 30 miles per hour, 14 miles west of Batesville. So this storm here, I do want to put a track on this one because this is moving off to the east at about 30. I've got a lot of different things up on here, so let me just take that off. There we go. So near Slabtown, moving off to the east at 30. This will likely weaken, but you'll see Spades 1001, Sunman 1005, Batesville 950. Sorry, all the different towns are on there where you can see for that one. I've got to go back up here towards the New Miami area, 7 Mile area. Still seeing that rotation. Let's take a look at this storm on the normalized rotation. Switch this over. Okay, there we go. You can see green means go. So near New Miami, 7 Mile, Milltown, Mittenville, Trenton, Woodsdale, I'd be seeking shelter. Lowest level where you should be. Lowest level of your home. You got to be in your safe place now. Okay, so we've got a confirmed tornado on the ground now in Clark County, Indiana. This storm will be moving into Jefferson and Trimble counties. So you guys in Jefferson and Trimble County, you guys need to be ready because there is a confirmed tornado on the ground in Clark County moving off towards the northeast, okay? I told you to get busy today, and that's what's happening. So here is the line of storms that is currently making its way towards the area, okay? And I just want to show this on a wide view, just show you a quick loop, and then we're going to go back to analyzing together. You can see that more of an easterly component to it, okay? But when you get on the southern flank of this line, you get those tail end Charlies that develop, and then that's where you see a significant potential for a tornado. So over the next little bit, if you're in Lawrenceburg, if you're in Versailles, if you're in North Vernon and points off to the north, that's going to be the zone where we could see the significant tornado threat over the next little bit. Okay, and then you've got to watch these stragglers that keep developing up in front of the main line too. Let's get back into this storm near Sunman, okay? Normalized rotation still showing now that tornado potential over the Sunman area, okay? Over Sunman, and likely seeing some large hail with this storm too, okay? So everything came to a complete stop in Batesville, Jennifer saying, okay. So still seeing right from Sunman into the near I-74 a large hail potential with this storm, okay? And when you look at correlation coefficient, you're seeing a lot of lowering. Well, that's a lot of that. What we're seeing on the radar is large hail, okay? Large hail being showed up here on the radar view. Excuse me. So this is back here towards the Hamilton area. We'll go back down here, and what we can do, let's go back to the regular radar view, and let me go over these warnings real quick, okay? So we have several warnings in effect. All right, several warnings in effect. We've got a tornado warning till 10 o'clock. Okay, tornado warning till 10 o'clock. This is for southern Franklin, northern Ripley, northern Dearborn County for a radar indicated tornado. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, which is in effect. This is for southern Franklin, northern Ripley, northwestern Dearborn County. This is until 9:45. We have a tornado warning that's in effect for sections of Hamilton, Central Butler County until 9:45. Tornado and quarter-sized hail potential for that as well. We have a tornado warning that's currently in effect for Decatur, Central Decatur County. This tornado warning will expire at 10 o'clock. Then we have a severe thunderstorm warning with considerable damage. This is a very high-end severe thunderstorm warning. This is for southern Decatur County for 70-mile-an-hour winds. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that's also in effect. This is for the northern part of Decatur County and southern Rush County till 10:15 for dollar-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So there's all the warnings. And also we have a flash flood warning that's in effect that will continue here for southeastern Indiana and far southwestern sections of Ohio. Okay, so back to the radar view we go. It's quite an evening here, full of severe weather that's ongoing right now. We just watched an area of rotation go through Sunman. Okay, there's that spin. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get some water. Let's go to analyzer. Okay, let's look at this storm. Let's look at normalized rotation. That's up, okay? That's up. That's not good. Right here, that's your normalized rotation. This is moving off towards the east, a little bit southeast, jogging kind of back. North Dearborn Road, York Ridge Road, Route 1, Salden Ridge Road, Cook Road, let's say Happy Hollow Road, Esther Ridge Road. So those are the areas where I would be, you got to be in your safe place if you're in the path of this storm, because these storms have had, tonight have been dangerous, and they are going to continue to pose a threat here for tornadoes as we go well into the night. It's 9:35 right now. I want to show you that rotation from a different point of view. And let's zoom in here, okay? So we're zoomed in tight. This is now on the far left side. Here is Ripley County, and then you got Dearborn County. So I'm going to throw some roads on here so you can see where this area of rotation is and where it's headed towards. And we're zoomed in as tight as I can get it. Moving towards Happy Hollow Road. This will keep moving down the line here. Cook Road, York Ridge Road. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that. All right, and then, all right. So there's your areas. Of rotation now over Weisberg, okay? Over Weisberg. Hubble's Corner, also in that area. Approaching Dover, all right? Approaching Dover. Seek shelter, lowest level of your home. There may be something on the ground. Let's look at that. East of Sunman. Yep. There's a lowering in the correlation coefficient. Okay, yeah. I think we've got a tornado on the ground now. Okay, tornado on the ground from what I'm looking at on the radar near Weisenberg. Okay, I think we've got a tornado on the ground right here. All right. This could become a confirmed tornado shortly. This is moving towards Bright. All right, just north of Guilford. So Bright. If you're in Guilford, even if you're in Manchester, seek shelter at lowest level of your home. I think we've got a confirmed tornado on the ground near Hubbell's Corner, north of Weisberg. From what I'm looking at on the products that I have available here, it looks like we've got a tornado right here. All right, let's just look 1 second. And you can see that lowering right there. That's probably a tornado there on the ground near Sunman, just east of Sunman. Hubbell's Corner, approaching the Dover area. We'll see here in just a minute what they say here from the National Weather Service. There's still some areas of rotation back out further east here. You know, this is the Franklin, Ripley, Decatur County line right here. That's where you're going to see the potential here for a tornado. Okay, so just going to check here. Okay, winds picking up, Westport. All right, just watching to see what you guys are saying. I still think that near New Alice, I believe, north of Yorkville, approaching Dover, there's probably something on the ground there. That's really tight rotation showing up. Actually, let me see if I can pull up a different view of this. Yeah, golly, I tell you what, that's got to be on the ground or close to it. I mean, it's a nasty storm. Yeah, I bet you anything, a dollar, there's something going on there. Yeah. So, in my opinion, treat this as a confirmed tornado. Okay, treat this as a confirmed tornado that's probably on the ground. Okay, in my opinion, from what I'm looking at some point here within the last few minutes, that's where I think we saw. And I think that it could still be right here in this area, just near the Esther Ridge Road, York Ridge Road, near Yorkville. That's where your potential for a tornado would be at the moment, okay, if it was on the ground. So if anybody is in that area, let me know. I think Jim Hancock is in that area. He is on YouTube Live right now watching. Jim, let me know what happens. I'm watching you. So if you got anything that comes in there, let me know. This is moving towards near or just north of the Yorkville. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. New flash flood warning. I'm not going to go through that, but that's a flash flood warning for northern Ripley, northern Dearborn, and Hamilton counties, southern Franklin, all that. Flash flood warning is the flash flood warning, okay? And a matter of fact, I'm going to take these off because we've just got too much going on here on the radar, okay? Let's zoom back in. Let's look at Analyzer again. Man, look at that. There is a lowering in CC. I'm telling you, there's got to be a tornado on the ground. York Ridge Road, North Dearborn Road, approaching State Route 1, okay? It's got to be approaching State Route 1, Cook Road, in this area right in here. We're zoomed in super, super tight, super tight. And you can see when I switch this over here, the correlation, let me show you here first. Here, and I'll zoom in as tight as I can get. Here's where that couplet is, right here. Here's normalized rotation showing that's where the potential for the tornado would be. And then we've got a lowering in the correlation coefficient. Not much, but it's there. So that tells me that there's probably something significant going on. And you see the inflow notch right in here, okay? Right in here is your inflow notch. So you're seeing everything in my, let's see here. Let me switch this back over to the other radar product. Yeah, I do. I think there's something going on there. Kind of almost like a little bit of a debris ball kind of developing right in here. So right in here is where you would see that potential for a tornado. So, all right, just treat this, very seriously here. This is a very serious storm, okay? And I want to update the track. It's moving off to the east at about 49 mile per hour. Actually, I'm going to move this over just a little bit to give a advance notice. Let me switch this. I'm going to move this to 35-minute timing. So moving off to the east at about 40, all right? Okay, so nobody's saying anything right now. So here's the track of this storm. Bonnell, 947, Dover, 949, Guilford, 950, Bright, 954, Hidden Valley, 956, West Harrison, 957, Harrison, 957, Cleves will be impacted 1014, and then it'll be into the Northbrook area by 1016. So within the next 35 minutes, that's where that particular storm will be. Okay, so that's the storm that I have the biggest concern for at the moment in South. Here we go. We've got a tornado vortex signature. I know the radar is all over the place. We got a new warning too. Let me just check and see what this warning's for.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Butler County, northwestern Warren County until 10:15 p.m. At 9:42 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was
Okay, that's for Warren and Butler County. What I want you to see here, back over to this radar view real quick, see that little donut hole right there? And I've been watching that on this radar product here, but that's definitely telling me something's going on in here. And then when I go back and I look at the tornado vortex signature that's popped up here near Bright, Salden Ridge, North Dearborn Road, Mount Pleasant Road, let's see. That is Cook Road, just north of the Guilford area. That thing is wound up tight, I tell you. That is likely doing something, and I tell you, it'll be interesting to see here over the next few minutes. So one thing I have been watching too on the radar, and I just want to touch base real quick on this, back out towards the west. These storms haven't really, let me switch this back. They've kind of flattened out because the forcing mechanism is up here to the north, the cold front, and it's probably going to still impact severe storms, probably far northern Kentucky and then into southwest Ohio. And we even got tornado warnings that are ongoing heading up in towards the Columbus area. Those storms are just radar indicated tornado warned storms. But the nastiest storm that I'm continuing to keep my eye on in the area is for you folks in Dearborn County near Bright. Okay, that's the storm that continues to show tight rotation. We've got it's yellow now. I'm telling you, this thing's got to be on the ground, if not momentarily, near Bright, okay? So if you've got people that live in Bright, okay, near Bright, this thing is tightening up. There's this is going to be a very significant storm to impact Bright shortly, okay? The normalized rotation does a great job of telling us when a potential for a tornado would be on the ground. Now, let me show you something else. So let's switch back over here. Here's Dover. Here's Yorkville. I'm seeing the potential here for gate-to-gate shear, okay? Oh, wow. So you've got coming in towards the radar, 91 mile an hour, and then going away from the radar, 73 mile an hour. There's something going on here very significant and likely a tornado on the ground. And I think we've had a tornado on the ground at some point here throughout the evening on this storm. It's a very significant storm. A lot of inflow notch right here. So we've got a lot of warm, moist air coming in from the storm south towards Guilford, and that's quickly approaching the Bright, Indiana area, and will eventually move towards just south or near Harrison here. So very nasty storm. Normalized rotations yellow. Typically yellow red, we have something that's probably, it's gotten stronger, okay? Bright, I need you in your safe place now. Lowest level of your home, I need you to protect yourself from flying debris. I'm very confident that this storm is going to be, or is likely producing a tornado, and you could see significant damage in the Bright, Indiana area, okay? This radar has done a very good job here this evening of pinpointing those areas that are significant. And I want you guys to take my warning seriously here on this storm. When we look at gate-to-gate shear, we're seeing some crazy numbers here. 91, 73, 91 going towards, 73 going away from the radar. So that tells me there's something that's very significant that's going on in this area. So this storm moving off towards the east here at 40 mile per hour, okay? So this storm, and this is on the tail end side of this line here, this is moving towards, and they're still saying radar indicated on this, Bright 952, Hidden Valley 953, Dent 1007, White Oak 1011, Northbrook 1013, Mount College Hill 1015, Brentwood, Finneytown within 1017 or so. So they're still saying radar indicated on this storm, okay? Although I tell you, it's very significant from what I'm looking at here on the radar. Let's go back over to Analyzer. There's the hook on that storm. CC, and still seeing, some very good rotation showing up, approaching Bright. Treat it like it's on the ground, lowest level of your home, cover yourself from flying debris near Bright, okay? I need you to be seeking shelter right now. This is a dangerous storm, capable of producing or could be producing a tornado. I think it's been intermittent. I think that it has been on the ground from time to time here this evening as I've watched this. I've seen some lowerings every once in a while on the correlation coefficient. And it looks like... no, not right now. Still seeing some really strong inflow going into this storm here near Bright. I'm just checking what we've got going on here. Still a hail potential. Still watching this so carefully as this storm here has got my biggest concern at the moment. There's the looks like. So, Bright, keeping an eye out on you guys, okay? So it does look like here within the last little bit, we've started to see some things calm down all around, which is good. There's that vortex signature. We got to watch that. Here's the line. It's severe up here. It's not severe down here. We've got a tornado warning on this part. Watching this as there's little crooks and stuff in the line there. There's a new tornado warning coming out now for Hamilton County. This is going to go for Hamilton County. There it is right there. Let's listen into this new tornado warning as it's being issued here for the metro. This is a big one. All right, let's listen in.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for northeastern Dearborn County, northwestern Hamilton County, southwestern Butler County until 10:15 p.m. At 9:51 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Bright, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Cincinnati, Fairfield, Forest Park, Springdale, Harrison, North College Hill, Wyoming, Cheviot, Mount Healthy, Bright, Hidden Valley, Finneytown, Ross, Cleves, Shawnee, Taylor Creek, Bridgetown, Miami Heights, Dry Ridge, and Blue Jay. This includes the following interstates: I-74 in Indiana between mile markers 164 and 171. I-74 in Ohio between mile markers 0 and 19. I-75 in Ohio between mile markers 4 and 9. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov/ILN and submit your report via social media when you can do so safely.
All right, so new tornado warning in effect. This storm now is just south of Harrison, right over top of the Bright area. You'll see here on normalized rotation, it's right over Bright, okay? I am continuing to watch this storm very carefully as it's making its way towards the metro. Looking at correlation coefficient, large hail potential still exists, but I'm not seeing a lowering in CC here at the moment. Now, that area of rotation kind of went a little bit more to the northeast now, so here's Harrison here, here's Bright, so it looks like we've kind of, that area has kind of moved a little bit to the northeast. So here's a track on that tornadic storm: White Oak 1010, Northbrook 1011, North College Hill 1012, Finneytown 1014, Springdale 1016, Wyoming 1017, Sharonville 1020, Blue Ash 1022, Madeira 1023, Loveland by 1030. Okay, so this is moving into a very significant populated area here. So we're going on now almost 2.5 hours of live coverage, and we have a tornado now in the tornado warned storm in the metro. There are other storms down here to the south, and I've been watching these. There's still a little bit of rotation near Sunman. I think that's mid-level rotation, likely potential for some hail. If you are in the Batesville area, I think William's asking, you're okay. Sunman, stay put for just a little bit longer as there's some hail. There's a potential for some hail here over the next few minutes. There's no warning right now for you, but I'm watching that storm carefully. The only storm right now that I'm concerned about that would be tornadic would be in Harrison, okay? Or near the Bright community, okay? So tornado approaching I-74, okay? So the only storm now that I'm concerned about in the area is this storm that's approaching the metro, okay? So, you can come out of your basement, okay? All right, so if you're in Bright, if you're in Harrison, if you're in Forest Park, Cheviot on the west side, you probably need to stay put for a little bit, okay? Let's pull up the other radar view. Let's see. There we go. So still have that tornado vortex signature showing up here on the radar. Let me just match that area of spin. More just looks like at the moment where we just have a strong inflow coming in on this storm. It could be strengthening again. We're going to have to keep an eye on it over the next few minutes here. These storms down to the south did not materialize. And I think a lot of that has to do is, like I said, that boundary, you know, we got to have that cold front come through. And I know I'm juggling the radar around a little bit here. Could be some hail here in this storm near Warren County. Let's just pull up the hail tracker just for a second. Yep. Near Mason, so if you're Mason, Kings Island area, there could be the potential here for quarter-sized hail. Here is Wetherington, Westchester, Mason, Socialville, South Lebanon, Mainville. Hail potential there up to quarter-sized. Probably need a warning on that, but I think they're more focused here on some of these other storms up towards Columbus and here the one in the metro. So it's still looking, you know, significant here. Actually, you know, some of these higher returns on the radar are not matching up with, they're not matching up with where that area of rotation should be at the moment. So that's good news. Still need to watch these southern storm or these storms on the south side of this line. Anything can get going. It's a environment that could produce tornadoes at any time. But I think this storm here is going to be the one to track over the next little bit, as it's going to move right over top of the metro here. I do want to give a new track on this storm as it's moving off to the east here at about 40 miles per hour. I just want to track that again here over the next 30 minutes and show you the times on that. And you'll see Dent by 10:11. Let me move this here. Dent by 10:11. Northbrook by 10:16. North College Hill 10:18. Finneytown 10:21. Wyoming 10:25. Laughlin by 10:25. Gulf Manor 10:26, and then 10:27 for the Reading area. Okay. It does look like there has been a little bit more in the way of spin starting to occur now on that storm. It looks like we have a storm chaser that is, excuse me, a storm chaser that is approaching this storm. So here in the next few moments, we'll be able to get a better view of this. Here's a new severe thunderstorm warning, and that is for that cell that I was talking about a little while ago. Let's listen in on that.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Butler County, Warren County, Clinton County, until 11 p.m. At 9:58 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Monroe, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Middletown, Mason, Lebanon, Springboro, Sharonville, Wilmington, Monroe, Loveland, Franklin, Blanchester, Waynesville, Morrow, High Point, Hunter, Kings Island, Four Bridges, South Lebanon, Mainville, Clarksville, and Harveysburg. This includes the following interstates: I-71 in Ohio between mile markers 20 and 56. I-75 in Ohio between mile markers 26 and 36.
Okay, so just wanted to, that's a new severe thunderstorm warning. Tornado is still possible on that storm. We've got live storm tracker near, or storm chaser near the Harrison area, tracking this storm. Let's go ahead and pop that on there, and you'll see. This is a live view here of, you know, going through right now, which would be the potential for some hail on this as they are making their way down I-74, and they're going to be quickly approaching the inflow area of this storm here. So we'll keep an eye out on that particular area here, on that storm chaser. Back to this storm there in Warren and Clinton County. Watch out for that one. That is a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible on it, okay? And then just watching this storm still near the Harrison area along I-74. The rotation has come down some, which is great news, okay? It's still there, but the storm definitely looks a lot weaker than it did. And you can definitely tell, too, that we're starting to get what we call an outflow boundary developing. And what that means is this is a sign that these storms are trying to weaken. And I'll show you that here on normalized rotation. So we're getting a large, let's see, what are we looking at here? Let me switch you back. So you can see this is kind of what we call an outflow boundary that's developing. Now, what could happen that we got to watch? This is kind of like a little mini cold front here, okay? So you're watching that outflow boundary. So these storms are becoming outflow dominant. So that means that they're going to continue to weaken. But what I'm watching, how's this going to interact with that? Okay, got to watch that. We'll see how that interacts. That could spin up pretty quick with the environment that it's in and with that outflow boundary. So we got to watch that. All right. So still watching this storm here in Hamilton County, but definitely has become outflow dominant, which definitely is good news for you guys in the metro, weakening, significantly here. You can definitely tell within the last few minutes. But seek shelter at lowest level of your home. Protect yourself from flying debris. Finneytown, Northbrook, Forest Park, Ross, Harrison, you're good to go. You can get out of your safe place. Cheviot, White Oak, Dent. If you're in this area, this is where the tornado potential exists here on this storm, okay? But like I said, things are a little more outflow dominant on this storm now, okay? And then, we could be seeing somewhat of a damaging wind threat trying to develop here near, into Ripley in Dearborn County. So if you're in this area, let me know if you're seeing some strong winds. That there is a potential for that here over the next few. So I just want to, I need to get my bearings here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom this out. I got to take everything off for just a second. And I just want to look at kind of where we're going for the evening. So bear with me here. All right, so let me look here. Let me see what I got. You can definitely tell how that is getting sucked up into that line. Okay, so what it looks like to me is over the next couple of hours, your severe threat is going to be kind of in a line like that. It's looking like this here will probably become damaging wind threat and push south and east. We have to watch for some storm development here along the cold front to see what happens. This all's moving east, but sagging to the south. So, you still got several more hours here of storms to move through, but you can just tell by looking at the radar how, everything that's here is just getting sucked up into this line. So it's still a significant line that will continue to produce severe weather here over the next couple of hours. And mainly, it looks like to me will start to become more of a damaging wind threat. I just want to look. So the significant threat from StormNet over the next hour for a potential for a tornado will be right in here. So we'll have to watch this area carefully through the next little bit through what StormNet's saying, okay? And then I just want to look here at one other thing. Let me get you back onto a different, the normal radar view. I'm going to hop off for just a second of the screen, but I'm going to zoom this out and kind of put this on a loop so you can kind of watch what's happening. I still don't see here, as I'm looking at this storm in Hamilton County, I don't see anything that would be significant. We may be starting to see, though, where StormNet is starting to see there's little areas of rotation up near South Lebanon and the Lebanon area. So I think this is going to definitely be the spot to watch. There's one right here and one right here. Let's see what's happening. Yep, there's a confirmed tornado on the ground right there with that one. Yep. So if you're in Lebanon, if you're in Oregonia, Clarksville, be prepared for a brief spin up, a weak tornado along this line as it's moving through here. I'm shocked that the National Weather Service hasn't caught that yet. Okay, so that's concerning to me. So we got to watch that. It does look like we will. Okay. Switch this here. Data suggests watching. So there needs to be a tornado warning first off for Oregonia, Clarksville, Morrow, Harveysburg. Yeah, I'm seeing little brief spin-ups along this line, so we've got to watch that. Okay, so data suggests, and this data has been pretty on spot. I mean, we're doing pretty good here with the data this evening that I've been using. But data suggests things will get more active here out towards southern Indiana, and then that will be northern Kentucky's threat here over the next couple of hours, within the next hour or two. So be aware if things will get going in that direction. But anyway, okay, let me get back to this storm. And you'll see here when I switch this back over, you can see these little notches. One here, one here. You're going to get these areas where you could see a brief spin up. This area in particular here near South Lebanon, that's going to be the spot where, in my opinion, where I think a tornado could be occurring right here, okay? And there was a quick drop in the correlation coefficient a little while ago, and there still is at this moment. So there could definitely be the potential for a tornado near Zor, right in here, just south of South Lebanon, or near South Lebanon. And there has been a little bit of a drop in correlation coefficient. I'd have a warning on it. I'd have a tornado warning on it. I'd have it versus this one. So a couple of areas of spin on this over here. I want to touch this one more time. Near Mainville, right in here. It's 60-mile-an-hour wind potential too. Brief spin up and a brief spin up right here. This should be tornado warned. This area right in here, there should be a tornado warning on it, but there's not. Let's just look at normalized rotation real quick. Okay, nothing on that. Still outflow dominant here on this storm. Storm's becoming outflow dominant. And you can kind of see here as I put reflectivity into motion, straight line damaging wind threat is definitely going to become the story here as this line moves into southwest Ohio. But there's stuff going on up there in Warren County, and it's not tornado warned at the moment. Okay. Still have a tornado warning for Hamilton County. I'm still watching it. And okay, I got your everybody's comments back up. Okay, so here's where we're at. All right, so I'll zoom this out on a wider view. All right, let me zoom this out. We'll do that, and I'll just put a loop on things. So we've got storms. These are producing. This is more of a quasi-linear convective system up in here. This is definitely getting to the point to where I'm concerned near Morrow, South Lebanon, Oregonia, Lebanon area, Clarksville. That area, there are 3 areas of spin in that line, okay, right in here. Damaging wind threat is going to be a concern further south you go on this, towards southwest Ohio. And then we just got to watch what happens here with these storms out to the west. You still see the hook on this. This is the southern part of that line. There's your tornado warning. I've been talking about it for about 15 minutes now. I'm glad they got on it. Tornado warning now in effect for Warren County. And there is significant debris showing up on radar. All right? Significant debris. We've got this is going to become a tornado on the ground near South Lebanon, okay? Here's South Lebanon. Here's your drop in debris correlation coefficient. This is moving towards Senior. This is moving towards Fort Ancient State Memorial, Clarksville, Mathers Mill, along 350. This should have been a confirmed tornado warning. I don't know why they didn't issue that as confirmed, but that is definitely on the ground. So you've got spin. So look, right there, that's a confirmed tornado on the ground right there, South Lebanon, approaching Senor. All right, so National Weather Service has not done a good job tonight. I mean, we've seen tornadoes on the ground. We've been getting warnings. We've been giving you warnings and information all night, way before they do. I don't know what's going on, but this is a confirmed tornado on the ground near South Lebanon, okay? And you can see when I switch over here to Analyzer, see that inflow right here? That's where your tornado's at. It's not rocket science, but this is a confirmed tornado on the ground, and we do not have a warning on it. I mean, we have a tornado warning, but we don't have a confirmed tornado warning on it. A confirmed tornado on the ground doing damage right now in Warren County, east of South Lebanon, just southwest of Lebanon, approaching north of Morrow. You got to be in your safe place now, okay? You got to be in your safe place. You know, I've watched this radar like a hawk all evening, and this is probably the best signature on correlation coefficient I have seen. And this is a piece of technology. I've not explained a lot about this, but this is saying there's a tornado on the ground right now. It's just an easier way to kind of clean things up for you. Actually, I'll show you that. So here's the tornado on the ground right here. It's not going to let me get in really tight. Let me see why that's doing that. I don't know, it's be dumb. So let me give you a track on this tornado that is on the ground, moving off to the northeast, 45 mile an hour, or 35 mile an hour, 2 tornadoes on the ground. We've got 2 tornadoes on the ground in Warren County. 2 tornadoes are on the ground in Warren County. Okay? I need you to listen up. 2 tornadoes are on the ground. Here's a new tornado warning. That's for the tornado the new tornado I just told you that was on the ground. Clarksville, 1032, Sligo, 1038. Tornado on the ground doing damage. Then we have another tornado that's moving towards Oregonia, 1023. It's on the ground doing damage. Hickoryville, 1032. Kingman, 1038. Little Center, 1043. 1045, McKay. You've got to be in your safe place right now. I can't stress enough how we have a signature on the radar of these storms producing damage in a very highly populated area. You've got to be in your safe place if you're in these areas right now. Oregonia, if you're in Oregonia, if you are in Morrow, if you are in Harveysburg, Clarksburg, or Clarksville, you've got to seek shelter. This is along I-74, okay? Along I-74, tornado doing damage. I'm just going to see if we can get a camera. Hang on just a minute of this, because I can get... Hang on one second. Okay. So, tornado on the ground doing damage. Here's some of those areas that are going to be impacted with this tornado, okay? State Route 350. I'm going to just take myself off of here real quick. State Route 350, I-71, Wilmington Road, Corwin Road, okay? State Route 123, all right? Lincoln Road. These areas right in here, you've got to listen to me. You've got to be in your lowest level of your home. You got to be seeking shelter and protecting yourself from flying debris. This is a very dangerous storm that's moving in to Clinton County. Here's the debris: Wilmington Road, Oregonia, I-71, State Route 350, Lincoln, Senior here, Hickoryville here, I-71. That's where your tornado is currently on the ground, okay? Let's go back to velocity. Still seeing that spin right here. And there's still little areas of spin that continue along this line, but the area confirmed